of the thick of it all. If they don't give me room, well then I'll give them a while. I'm gonna smoke my tires when the victory calls. I'm gonna be there, be there. I wanna see my face up on the jumbo screen. Feel the white hot metal of a winning machine. Because you win or you lose and there's no in between. I wanna be there, be there, be there.
NASCAR on speed. Be there.
We are now into the second half of this Target Series, season number 12, and we head to the home of many of these teams. We're here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina. This is the Mountain Dew 300, always one of the craziest 1.5 mile racetracks we go to on the schedule. On the pole for today's race, the 93 of Ronan Curtis. Beside him in second, the 89 of Conrad Evans. In third place, it's Curtis's teammate Jake Richardson. Fourth, we have Kenny Walrus. And ranking out the top 5, it's the one of Jeff Bright. Then in sixth place, we have Felix Janssen. In seventh, it's Will Graymont. Points leader Danny Lloyd starts in eighth. Ninth place for Evan Hunter. And Riley Sprague with the 22 completes the top 10. Back by them, we have the 66 Eric Olson. Beside him, 36 of Brendan Soderlund. Then there's Matthew Burnett, the 15, and the 00 of Jonathan Buford. Then we have Jade Jefferson in the 19 and the 12 of Adam McDowell, along with Jay Rando and the 11 of Anthony Hernandez. Then there's Eli Bright, the 8, and the 10 of Keyshawn Richardson, along with Brandon Beal in the 90 and the 51 of Nolan Lawrence. Then there's Jennifer Buford in Code Red, the 28, along with Marshall Burrell and DJ Reed in the 18. Then there's Samet Ozgen in the 9 of Brett Sierra, along with Ross McTrain and the 4 of Landon Lyons, Jose Mills in the 81 and the 01 of Colton Yo, Jake Galloway second in points, Levi Shones, Jordan Stout and Justin Zidell, Mathis Wells, Bronson Minnick in the final row, Zachary DeLello and Luke Rainey round out the 40-car field for racing at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Let's go down trackside for those famous words to fire these engines up for the Mountain Dew 300.
Drivers, start your engines.
The engines are fired up. 40 drivers ready to go racing at the home of many of these teams. North Carolina, the Charlotte Motor Speedway, 30 laps. It's a very tight, very narrow race circuit. However, these drivers will try and go 3 and 4 wide many times here today, which could lead to accidents. It's going to be crazy racing all day long. The Mountain Dew 300 about to go green at Charlotte. The second half, the race of the chase is on. Ronan Curtis, Conrad Evans, the front row down into the restart zone, the quad oval, free flag in the air, racing at Charlotte. Already a challenge for lead in turns 3 and 4. Curtis's teammate Jake Richardson to the inside in turns 3 and 4. Jeff Bright following through as they come off the corner for the first time today. Jake Richardson leads the first lap. Jeff Bright already going 3 wide. They're 3 wide further back in the pack already. Racing up to turn 1. These Target Series drivers aggressive early on. Danny Lloyd's already found his way to the bottom of the 821. That's the great thing about here at Charlotte. You can find your way down to the bottom pretty quickly if you're on the outside lane. Still 3 wide into turns 3 and 4. Jeff Bright on the inside clears it. Points near Danny Lloyd. Maybe a lock for the chase at this point in the season. Moving up for second. He has right behind him the 66 of Eric Olson. Jeff Bright, the 1, leads that lap. It's hard, aggressive racing to the first corner. One small mistake for a driver further back in the pack. It might take about 5-10 race cars with you. Front 2 get away. The battle for third. On the outside, Cameron Evans with a great push. In the middle, Eric Olson dropping back. On the inside, Felix Janssen, the 61. He slides up almost into Evan Hunter, giving the bomb to Will Graymont, who looks to go 4 wide. Graymont will get in by the 61 for now. For the lead points there, Lloyd is inside the 1 of Jeff Bright. Side by side to turn 1. Danny Lloyd looking to extend the points lead as he's running at the front. Levi Jones didn't start well. He's at the back. Cameron Evans almost knocked the wall down turns 1, 2, but was able to get away from it. Lloyd clears Jeff Bright, looking to lead this lap for 5 bonus points. Jeff trying to get back to him to get another lap led. He hasn't trying to escape this pack in third. Will Graymont looking for 4th on Eric Olson. And Anthony 11 moving up inside the top 5. And looking for 5th now on that 66 as he gets 3 wide to the bottom. Danny Lloyd led that lap right there for 5 bonus points, so that already massive points lead could get even bigger at the end of the day. For the lead, Jeff Wright into the wall for Jake Richardson, the 39. He drops back, and they're almost 4 wide off the corner because of it. And that was a really, really bad one, too, for Jake Richardson into the wall. Kind of slowed the outside lane up, catching Jeffrey Buford behind him. You had Jonathan Buford as well, the 15, Matthew Burnett, Nolan Lawrence, and some other big names back here like Sierra and McDowell, 2 champions. After the 39 got into the wall. Jeff Wright took the lead away from Danny Lloyd, but is now challenged by the 61 of Felix Janssen to the inside and side-by-side down the back straightaway. Janssen getting a big boost for points there, Danny Lloyd. Felix out front, but Danny up to second now. Danny wants to lead back from the 61. Danny Lloyd for the lead as they enter the quad oval. Door to door, Danny Lloyd will lead the 6th lap. Now Anthony has the 11 trying to keep the 21 from leading the most laps in this race so far. Jeff Wright's led 3, Lloyd's led 2. Almost in the wall for Eric Olson, the 66. He keeps out of it for the lead. Hershey Kisses 300 winner. Anthony Ness at the bottom of Danny Lloyd, but Danny with the drive off the top, able to clear the 11 for now, and will keep it clear. Behind the battle, Will Graymont looking on Jeff Wright for 4th. Hernandez had to get checked up in the middle of 3 and 4, and here comes Jens with the run off the top side. That is showing the different groups here at Charlotte, how they work out. Janssen got a great run off the top of turns 3 and 4. Took it to the inside of the left. Hernandez, Felix Janssen for a second, but Anthony might be able to fight back on the top. 3 wide, here comes Jay Jefferson. He's been a quiet force so far this season, but Jay now battling up inside the top 6. Behind them, 3 wide to the bomb. Outside poster, Conrad Evans moves forward, the 89. Eli Bright almost up into Brendan Sarlin as he had Eric Olson to his inside. That's a close 3 wide match off the corner. Behind that 3 wide, Code Red 28 coming to the front. Ad McDowell 12 making his way down to the bottom with Nolan Lawrence, and looks like that's Kenny Walrus who got put outside of 3. 4 wide looking off the corner. Whoa! That was close there between the 66 and the 28 as Code Red tried to get up, but Olson tried to get low, and they almost met right in the middle. Here comes Brandon Beal to the inside, the 28 of Code Red. Eli Bright shuffled high by Eric Olson. Sarlin making his way under Jeff Bright. Conrad Evans back up inside the top 10 looking for a top 5 spot. 4 second. Janssen got by Hernandez. Now Hernandez wants it back as Danny Lloyd continues leading in the 21. Jefferson right now in 4th. Conrad Evans back up inside the top 5 to 5th. Sarlin up to 6th in the 36. And almost 4 wide behind them. They might be 4 wide. That's Brett Sear, the 9. The 98 Jeff Weaver. They sort back to 3 and now double file as Walrus goes top to bottom on Nolan Lawrence in the 51. Jake Richardson back here, still after getting to the wall. He's trying to recover, but the damage to the right side of that machine has to be hindering him a little bit, maybe making the handling a little bit worse on the 39 car. Back up to the front. 3-way battle for second. Hernandez on the outside, Jefferson in the middle, Conrad Evans down on the 89. Jefferson's able to clear the 89, the 11 couldn't clear the 19 though. All this battling is doing though is allowing Danny Lloyd to keep the race in the 21, right now still out in front as we're in the 2nd third of this race. Lloyd, the points leader, has so far led the most laps in the Mountain Dew 300, but can anyone get there and challenge him? 2nd place starter, Conrad Evans may be the one to try it. Evans looking to get back up to 2nd. He fell back early on because he started on the outside, but now making his way forward. But now middle of 3 as Felix Janssen moves to the inside of the 61. Janssen making a big move in the 61 right there. He had a run, he took it. He didn't want to push anyone up to that 21. He wants to be the one to catch the 21 for himself. Still looking 3 wide. Brandon Beals made his way up inside the top 10 as Conrad Evans knocks the wall down, turns 1 and 2 into the safer barrier, and Evans will drop back on the outside, might lose some more spots. Find them some contact as they're 4 wide in the back half of the field. I think that was Zidell, the 7, rubbing with the car in the middle, and they were 4 wide, but they sorted back. There are many big drivers, big name drivers back here, like second in points Levi Schoen, Justin Zidell, last season champion Jose Mills, Tisha Reed, and Jake Galloway. A lot of Toyotas actually back here. Something we're not used to seeing, especially after the Superspeedway Swing. Danny Lloyd's loving it right now. He is able to pull away because they keep battling for a second. No one able to sort this out. If they keep battling for a second, Lloyd will easily be the one to win this race. Eric Olson trying to change that. He moves to 2nd in the 66. Brandon Beal, the 90, is up to 3rd. Now challenging for a second. We'll see if the 66 can keep it clear to get to that 21. It looks like Beal's to the inside, though. Now Brandon Beal for 2nd. 19 of Jay Jefferson moving back on the inside. He has a challenge from behind from the 42 of Will Graymont. Raymond's 3 wide to the bottom. Conrad Evans, after getting to the walls, coming back in the 89. The pole sitter Ronan Curtis moving to the inside. Never got to lead lap in this race because Jake Richardson passed him on the first lap for the lead. So Ronan Curtis making his way back up to the front of the 93, the highest he's been since the start of the race, up to 7th. Looking on that 11th, you see the 89 Conrad Evans shoving to the inside in front of him. Evans trying to get aggressive to get back the track position he lost after getting to the wall in turns 1 and 2. Evans back up to 4th, bringing Curtis up to 5th. And Curtis might look for 4th. Actually got a great rotation there. As we're now in the second half of this race. Still Daniel Lloyd leading it. Jay Jefferson up to 2nd. Peel back to 3rd, but in line. 3 wide for 4th comes Jeff Bright in the 1. Jeff Bright getting aggressive. Here he comes. He slides up the track. Here comes the 61 of Felix Jansen to his inside. Almost 4 wide off the corner. And they're still battling for 2nd. Beal got back inside of Jefferson. Didn't get the run, though. Jefferson able to keep it for now. Now can they run this 21 down? They're single file. What Jefferson needs is for the 89 to start battling the 19, or to battle the 89 right here. They're 4 wide behind them down the quad oval. Jeff Bright trying to clear Jansen, and does Jennifer Buford, the 80 or the 98 moving forward. Jeff Bright able to clear all that. Now he's going to try to gain on the front 5 as the battle for 2nd is on again. Yeah, they just can't sort this battle for 2nd out. And it's costing them not only time, but their tires are being used up more than Danny Lloyd's. If they could ever stop battling for the 2nd position, they could run the 21 down with the draft, and then they could start battling for the lead, but they just don't want to work together at this stage of the race, and it's hurting them all. Pulls Eric Curtis to the inside, the 89 Cameron Evans, who starts 2nd in this race. Jeff Bright, the 1, looking to take it 3 wide down the back straightaway. Jeff, it looks like Wise a little back out of that. Keep it double foul for now. Jennifer Buford, 98, moves to the bottom of the 19 of Jay Jefferson. Eric Olson, last car in this draft. Now Curtis has gotten away. Can he get away enough to run that 21 down? Can he get a sniff of that 21's draft to try and close in? 10 laps to go at the line. The battle for 3rd is what Ronan Curtis wants right now. If they keep battling for 3rd, he's already gaining on that 21 of Daniel Lake. You can see it visibly. He's able to get clear that battle for 2nd, and now look how much he gains down the straightaways with the draft and through the corners. They are faster than the 21. They just started this cycle for 2nd, which allowed Lloyd to get out front and lead these most laps. Curtis is closing in with 10 laps of racing to go in the Mountain Dew 300 at Charlotte. If Curtis can get to Lloyd, does he make the pass? And when he makes the pass, how does 3rd on back catch up? As they're 3 wide for 3rd, Jennifer Buford inside, Jensen middle, up top it's Jeff Bright. Oh, here we come. Curtis has a great rotation through 3 and 4, able to get down to that white line. Lloyd couldn't. They're almost 4 wide off the corner behind them. 9 laps of racing to go in Charlotte. Danny Lloyd's led the most laps so far here today, but the first challenge he's had since he took the lead. 93 of Ronan Curtis, the pole steer, is trying to get up there. Into the wall for the 1 of Jeff Bright. Oh, that's a shame for Jeff. He's run so well here today. He'll drop back, and he trying to hang with this draft. Jake Richardson, when he got into the wall, fell back as Kenny Walrus into Eric Olson into Sarlin. They're wrecking. Olson on his side, into the pack. So far, everyone misses. Sarlin gets clobbered by a few cars and upside down. I think that's the 17 of Ross. Yeah, that is the 17 of Ross McTrain. He collects Jordan Stout. Stout gets hit again. Yellow flag. 2nd in points. Levi Schoen's involved. With 8 laps to go, we will have a late race restart in Charlotte. It'll be with under 5 laps to go. A disastrous crash in turns 3 and 4. Many contenders collected as they're running up inside the top 10. Kenny Walrus, the 99, in a 3-way battle for position. He gets the 66 and the 36, and they wreck hard into the pack. First caution flag in the Mountain Dew 300. Let's go see what happened. This was just after the 1 of Jeff Bright got into the outside wall in turns 1 and 2. As they're battling into turn number 3 just in front of the 1, Kenny Walrus is middle of 3. Brendan Sarland is down to the inside. Eric Olson is top of 3. As they go into turns 3 and 4, Kenny slides up a little bit too high. The 36 also slides up, but they get into Eric Olson. Then it comes down into Brennan. It sends them up into the outside wall. Olson on his side. But right here, this is not the worst of it. As they now are into the outside wall, Sarland comes off the wall right into the path of the 18 of DJ Reed, and that clips Ross McTrain and sends the 17 upside down. I don't think I've ever seen a stock car flip like that. That was as if the weight shifted on that car to send him upside down. It was as if it was a perfect catch. And It's like it spun the rear end around perfectly to get that 17 upside down. And a great job by majority of the field to miss it. In fact, everyone would have if the 36 didn't bounce off the wall. If that 36 would have been able to step against the wall, which it couldn't, it obviously bounced off the safe barrier out of control. But if Brendan was, you know, in control of that car and stayed up against the wall, then everyone would have missed it. It was just an unlucky bounce off the wall that collected the 18 of the others. Right here, watch the 36 as it right there bounced off the safe barrier and comes down to traffic. The brakes are locked up. It just nothing to do to stop him. There you can see that 17. That is insane. And Levi Schoen's immediately into pit road, and right there's that hit from Kenny into Stout. But watch this 17. The 66 already on his side gets back down to earth. But Ross McTrain, I mean, my word. And Levi, immediately recognizing the damage, takes his car to pit road, either for repairs or to end the race short. Second in points Schoen's not what he wanted after carrying momentum from Daytona. Look at that. That is just insane. And on top of that 92, Jordan Stout as well. And then they come back into traffic, and that's where Kenny is going to hit this 92 right there. That's a hard hit. One more look at it. Ross McTrain upside down the 17. Right, just watch the 18 how he clips him, right? Oh, man, that was just such a violent hit with the 18 into him. It just sent that car over. So the caution flag is called, and now the pack has a chance at Danny Lloyd. He's led the most laps. He's the points leader. Lloyd leads in Charlotte. It'll be a restart under 5 laps to go in the Mountain Dew 300. Green flag. It will be with 4 laps to go, so time is running out for many drivers to have a shot to win in the Target Series at Charlotte. The car is out. DJ Reed, Ross McTrain, Jordan Stout, Eric Olson, Brendan Sarlin, and Kenny Walrus. Levi Schoen still in the race, but 1 lap down. 33 cars left running. The only damaged car out there, I have to believe, is the 08 of Levi Schoen's. The rest of the 33 cars can battle each other out to the end of this race. So who will win the final Target Series race at the Charlotte Motor Speedway? Can points leader Danny Lloyd finally get this victory that he's been looking for all season? Can Ronan Curtis, the Pulsar, get back up there and challenge? How about Jennifer Buford out of nowhere? Felix Jansen and Brandon Beal, that's the front 5. Can Cameron Down find some sort of luck in the 89 for getting into the wall with some right side damage? Jay Jefferson, Code Red, how about Eli Bright and Colton Jones at the top 10? Many new faces up inside the front 10. Do they have shots to win? Now, it's all going to come down to this restart. If Lloyd gets away, it might be over. If they can stay with them, it's going to be a close one. Into the restart zone for Danny Lloyd. He's back going. Curtis maybe stumbled a little bit. He got through the gears better than Lloyd, though. He's looking. He's trying to get there. Lloyd's going to protect. For third, Jansen is low on Buford. That allows Curtis to get away in second and try and challenge Lloyd for himself down the backstretch. Staying with the 21 for now to turns 3 and 4. Lloyd, the dominator of the day. Kerr's the pole sitter. Jansen to third. Conrad Evans to fourth. Into the quad oval. 3 laps to go at Charlotte. Oh, they're going to battle for second. Jansen's inside of Curtis. Can Lloyd get away with that now? Will they stay side by side? They're still door to door off the corner. That is not good for their case. They need to sort out quick. Jansen trying to get it done, but now Conrad Evans looks for second. Jansen trying to protect it. This time by 2 laps to go in Charlotte. Jansen with a bid for the lead. Is he down there? He is to turn 1. Now they're side by side for the lead. 1, 2, third on back to. Can Felix clear him? Can Lloyd fight back? Felix Jansen is clear in the lead. Danny Lloyd now in second, looking for a cross under move. He'll get back to the inside of Jansen. And Danny Lloyd is back by the white flag. One more time around Charlotte for Danny Lloyd. Now can Jansen do a switchback again? Lloyd is clear. Jansen climbs the banking looking for any sort of run. Down the backstretch for the final time. It wasn't easy for Lloyd, that's for sure. Jansen has one more shot, but it's not enough. Through the final set of corners, the dominator of the day will get the victory lane. Points leader Danny Lloyd dominates in Charlotte. But he definitely had to battle for the win for sure. It was not given to him at the end. Jansen tried, but it was too good of a move. He cleared too early and allowed Lloyd with a cross-under move in 3 and 4. The Twin One gets to victory lane in the final Target Series race at Charlotte. Let's go see the finish results of the updated point standings. Here is how they finished in the Mountain Dew 300 at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. 1 caution flag today for 4 laps, and 4 lead changes. 3 different drivers led today in Charlotte. Danny Lloyd in the 21 leads 26 of the 30 laps. A dominant day for Lloyd. He reigns supreme, winning here in Charlotte, and that points is now over 250 points large. Felix Janssen, 2 times in this race, passed Danny Lloyd, but never got to lead a lap because immediately within the next corner, Lloyd passed him back. Ronan Kurz from pole also never got to lead a lap. He ends up in 3rd. Brandon Beal finishes in 4th, and Jay Jefferson completes the top 5 of the 19. Jennifer Beeford ends up in 6th here today. Conrad Evans in 7th. Jeff Bright led 3 laps. He ends up in 8th. Nolan Lawrence in 9th, and Code Red, the 28, completes the top 10. Some faces we did not speak of all day long, just outside the top 10. Eli Bright gets 11th, Anthony Ness 12th, Riley Spurgeon 13th, Colton Neal 14th, Jay Randall 15th. So a lot of names that we never really got to mention. They come up and finish inside the top 15, top 20 here today in Charlotte. Luke Rennie from last place gets 21st, a decent recovery. Jake Richardson led the first lap of this race, got into the wall in turns 1 and 2, never could recover, finished back in the 26th position. 34 cars finished running, 33 finished on the lead lap, as 35th on down, out from the big crash that happened in turns 3 and 4 with under 10 laps to go in this race. Let's now go see the point standings after Charlotte. 15 races into the season, the points have extended for Danny Lloyd. His first victory of the season is 8th top 10, his 6th top 5. Lloyd is now 261 points up on 2nd place Levi Shones. Colton Yo is 3rd, Zachary DeLello is 4th, 5th place goes to Evan Hunter. They have Jeffrey Beeford in 6th. Conrad Evans right now tied for 6th, but right now is 7th. Anthony is in 8th, Ronan Kurz in 9th, and the 7th of Justin Zidell is the final car inside the top 10. So with Lloyd's win here today, he is almost a lock for this chase. He is 413 points up over 11th place, which means he could not race in 2 races and still be ahead of 11th place in points. He could miss 2 races entirely and still be in the chase picture. That is how dominant Lloyd has been so far this season. He's definitely going to be very sad when that points reset happens. The rest of the field could be very, very fortunate because Lloyd has pulled away this whole season. The 2 wildcard spots right now, Keyshawn Richardson in 18th and DJ Reed in 20th, both of which have 2 wins this season, and 2 wins overrides 1. That's why Jake Richardson, even though he's 11th in points, he only has 1 win, so he's now wildcard. Same could be said for Kenny Walrus and Will Graymont, who are 16th and 17th in points. But it's still very, very close. DJ Reed and Jensen and Richardson, they're not that far ahead of 21st, Jeff Bright. If Jeff Bright gets out there and passes them, then they're in danger. And they also have to worry about Jose Mills, who's not that far behind them. If Mills gets up there could be a 3-way race with 2 wins for that wild card. They could all fall under. Others could get 2 wins. It's going to be crazy. Eli Bright needs to try and regroup. He did a great job of that. Charlotte just finishing outside the top 10. Trying to get another win, though, to try and get a wild card spot. Marshall Burleson, Matt Oskin further down. They're going to need almost a miracle to try and make it into the postseason in this Target Series season. 15 races into the race to the chase continues on with the next one. We'll go to Vermont for the Bass Pro Shops 300. I'll see you guys then.